Next, first at 5, breaking news. Shot at Walmart. A man takes a pellet because of his religion. Security step up. Hillsborough County deploying protection to all schools. A shootout in Sarasota. Bullets fly during a traffic stop. Crass creep. The video that is really making people mad. A pill-crushing princess. And the concoction she tricked her parents into drinking. And the wait is over. It's finally coming. Cool Ranch Dorito tacos. First at 5 starts now.
You're watching 10 News in HD, powered by Bright House Networks, home of free HD. From Tampa Bay's news leader, this is 10 News at 5.
Right off the top, breaking news. Good evening, everybody. I'm Charles Billi.
And I'm Heather Venice. Thanks for joining us. We're getting our first look at the man suspected of a possible hate crime, accused of shooting another man in the face with a BB gun. And now Pasco County authorities want your help to catch him. 10 News reporter Bo Zimmer is following this breaking story. Joins us live right now from Pasco County. Bo.
Hey there, Charles. Yeah, we first told you about this unbelievable case yesterday afternoon. A 24-year-old guy and his girlfriend just minding their own business, walking into a Walmart store yesterday around 3 in the morning. They were approached by a man that was following them. Investigators just wrapping up a press conference and explaining what happened in this whole situation. I want to show you some video we just got into us here a couple minutes ago. You're looking at the victim and his girlfriend. They're walking up to the front entrance of the store, and right behind them they're followed by this guy they've never seen before. He asked the victim if he is from the Middle East, if he's Muslim. He says no, he was actually born in the U.S. Now the suspect then shouts out a few racial slurs, apparently unhappy this darker skinned guy is walking along with a white woman. He then pulls out a pellet gun and opens fire. We're talking about multiple shots fired, and you can see even as he's running away, he is still firing. The victim was taken to the hospital with numerous wounds to his head and neck, and now the whole attack is being investigated as a potential hate crime. The detective working the case says the video is chilling.
Oh, that scares me to death. I mean, it was a pellet gun. He has a couple of pellets that he has to have removed from his head and from his neck. Had that been a 22, a 38, any type caliber real gun, he'd be dead. He knows that.
Okay, I want to show you some close-up video from inside the Walmart right before this shooting happened. This is video of the men at the Pasco County Sheriff's Office that they're looking for. He's described as a white male. He is between 18 and 30 years old and about 6 foot tall. A $1,000 reward is being offered through Crime Stoppers for any information leading to this guy's arrest. And again, this happened around 3 o'clock yesterday morning at the Walmart. That's located right just south of 54 on Land O'Lakes Boulevard in the Lutz area. So anyone with information on this case asked to call the Pasco County Sheriff's Office. Reporting live in Newport Richey, Bo Zimmer, 10 News.
Bo, thank you. And the Muslim advocacy group CARE Florida is offering a $1,000 cash reward to the first person who provides police with information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the suspect. We talked to Florida Tampa Executive Director Hassan Shilby today.
I mean, really scary in the sense that it reminds us of the 50s when African Americans were being harassed and even lynched just because they were seen with a white woman. In this case, the victim was attacked simply because the suspect perceived him to be Middle Eastern Muslim and walking with a white woman, and that's not the kind of community we want our kids to grow up in.
If you know anything about this crime, the Pasco County Sheriff's Office wants to hear from you.
Back to school for students in Newtown, Connecticut. They're back for the first time since a gunman killed 26 classmates and teachers at their elementary school. Sandy Hook Elementary School students rode buses to their new school, which is located in a nearby town of Monroe. School officials tried to make it a normal day, moving backpacks and other belongings from the other building. And snowflakes from all around the world hang throughout the school.
The kids all got off the bus. A lot of them were happy to see their friends they hadn't seen in a while. They're excited about the new school.
Police are still blocking access to the old Sandy Hook Elementary School, and the media is being kept at a distance from that new Sandy Hook location. And when your children head back to the classroom next week, prepare them. They'll see more officers at their school. The increased security presence will continue at some schools through the rest of the year. 10 News education reporter Isabel Mascareñas joins us now live from outside Tampa Police headquarters. And Izzy, tell us more about what we can expect to see on Monday.
Well, Hillsborough School District officials say the added presence of sheriff deputies and police officers for the remainder of the school year will give the district a chance to come up with a more permanent solution to campus security at all its 142 elementary schools while still keeping students safe.
Tampa police officials say starting Monday, police officers will be present during arrival and dismissal of students. During the school day, officers patrolling a neighborhood will park at schools to write up reports. Plainclothes police officers will monitor campuses when not working a case. And all police officers will receive additional and extensive training in active shooter scenarios.
Many of the officers here, they're parents themselves, and obviously the safety of children is #1 priority. And anything that is going to give parents that sense of comfort when they're dropping their children off at school and keeping our kids safe, that's the most important thing. And that's why we're doing this. That's why we're taking these steps.
The school district splits the cost for school resource officers at middle and high schools with law enforcement agencies. The district pays $4 million a year. Finding a way to pay for added security is a hurdle for both sides. The average SRO salary cost about $60,000.
Now, other Bay Area school districts tell us that money may actually be the issue standing in the way of adding more permanent security at school campuses, such as school resource officers, an issue they will have to take up in the coming months. Hillsborough parents, though, will receive an automated phone call from school district officials this Sunday explaining the district's plans. Reporting live from Tampa, I'm Isabel Mascareñas, 10 News.
Well, friends and family are mourning the loss of a Bloomingdale High School student who was killed in a traffic crash. 16-year-old Zachary McCarthy lost control of his car and hit a tree last night. It happened around 9:30. His 15-year-old passenger was not hurt. Friends began leaving flowers at the scene of the crash today. Well, some people may be critical of the Tampa Police Department's decision not to notify the public about a rape in Ybor City last month. The chief tonight is standing by that decision. 10 News reporter Preston Rudy is covering Hillsborough County for us. He joins us now live from Ybor, where that rape occurred. Preston?
Yeah, Heather, you know, the chief and authorities, they know that these types of decisions are always susceptible to Monday morning quarterbacking. And in this particular case, you had a rapist who was on the loose for 9 days, and the public was never told about it. But the bottom line, authorities say, is that the perp is behind bars, and this morning he made his first appearance in court.
Anthony Matthews never raised his head while in court today. He only looked down as the judge read the charges filed against him. And his prosecutors told how Matthews jumped through his victim's driver's side window and then repeatedly raped her.
He pushed her to the floorboard of the front passenger seat while telling her that he would kill her if she yelled or screamed.
Officials say Matthews first attacked his victim while she was inside her parked car in the 1300 block of East 8th Avenue on the evening of December 22nd. They say Matthews held the woman hostage for nearly 10 hours before he let her go. The public, however, was never told about the crime, while detectives worked the case round the clock. Eventually, DNA testing led them to Matthews, and he was arrested on New Year's Eve, 9 days after the Ybor City attack. 10 News has been told the decision whether to release any information about the rape was discussed daily as a search for the attacker went on. Ultimately, nothing was released. And while some may second-guess that call, officials are comfortable with the decision.
When you're talking about releasing information to the public about a crime, it's a balancing act. And there's no exact science to when you release something and when you don't.
Now, back in 2011, there were 47 reported rapes in the city of Tampa. In talking with officials, they tell us that in a majority of those cases, information about those rapes was not released to the public. And they say that the reasons vary greatly. They can range from simply wanting to verify the crime to not wanting to cause any public panic, and also not simply wanting the suspect to know that they're onto this case and wanting that suspect then to possibly flee town. So they tell us that there are certainly reasons why they don't release certain information. They also say that every crime is always a little bit different. As for Matthews, he could be looking at life in prison if he's convicted on all the charges that he is currently facing. He's also tonight remaining in the Hillsborough County Jail. Reporting live from Hillsborough County, I'm Preston Rudy, 10 News.
Preston, thank you. Take a look at this. This was the scene this morning. If you guys were out early, fog creeping in and settling into the Bay Area. And could we see more of this tomorrow? Here's 10 News Chief Meteorologist Jim Van Fleet. Hey, Jim.
Yeah, Charles, we're tracking a rainy evening for you and likely a repeat tomorrow. In fact, we're going to stay gray for a little bit longer. Let's take a look right now. I want to show you your evening commute on the satellite and radar. All that light green, of course, drizzle, sprinkles, and showers. Friends, no thunderstorms in this, so you're going to be okay as far as that goes. Don't have to worry about thunderstorms or severe weather, but it will still make for a sloppy evening commute or anything you want to do tonight, as we'll see these overcast skies and just quick showers coming through. You can see them through St. Pete Beach, North Reddington Beach, of course, the heart of Tampa, up through Gibsonton, Carrollwood, and on into Lutz, even down towards Tierra Verde, St. Pete Beach, Bradenton, and Sarasota as well. We'll likely develop more fog for you overnight tonight, some of it very dense in places. You can see it right here on the visible satellite. All the gray weather still out to the west means more of this is on the way. Coming up, we'll talk about this as well as better chances of rain and storms, Charles and Heather, for our weekend. I'll tell you which day is looking stormy coming up.
All right. Thank you, Jim. Out with the old, in with the new. A new Congress took shape today in Washington, one day after the fiscal cliff deal was struck. 10 News anchor Reginald Roundtree joins us now from the newsroom with more. Reg?
Hi, Heather. Congress spent the day welcoming the new members. There was plenty of pomp and circumstance on the floor of the House and Senate, but these lawmakers face the same big budget problems that produced gridlock in the last Congress. There are nearly 100 new members in the 113th Congress, and this group of lawmakers is the most diverse in history, with record numbers of minorities and women taking the oath of office. In just the first few months, lawmakers face a looming government shutdown and battle over the debt ceiling and automatic spending cuts. Democrats still control the Senate, and the Republicans control the House, with the same leaders returning.
We're sent here not to be something, but to do something.
The first major vote will come Friday when the House takes up part of that Superstorm Sandy problem that was looming over the 112th Congress that's passed to the 113th. Back to you guys.
And new information in the case of Trey Dooley. He is the man convicted of manslaughter for shooting and killing a man in front of his daughter. Today, a judge denied Dooley's request for a mistrial. His lawyers claimed a microphone on the defense table from the show In Session was intimidating to Dooley. Dooley faces 30 years in prison for killing David James. The two were fighting over neighborhood skateboarders. His sentencing will be January 17th. And Sarasota police have two people in custody after a traffic stop turns into a chase and then ends in a shooting. Police tried to pull over a reported stolen car. The two suspects, Stephanie Hicks and David Lee, took off, eventually colliding with three marked cop cars. Officers fired at them, hitting Hicks. A canine officer pulled Lee out of the car. Both have lengthy criminal histories. Veterans say this goose is a lucky girl. She was found in a South Florida canal with an arrow sticking out of her body. Vets performed surgery to fix a broken wing bone. She is expected to recover in about a month, and this was the second goose found in the same canal. The other one died. Police have no leads on who is shooting the birds. Who does that?
I know. Who would do that? And it's an indication of a deeper problem. That's why you need to find out.
Bingo. 10 News, first at 5, just getting started for you.
Coming up, a girl decides the only solution to her early curfew is to give her parents some prescription drugs. We'll tell you what happened.
But next, some would say jail is well-deserved for what this man did. He was caught on video mocking a disabled child.